everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video, we are going to be looking at the messages for the sign of Taurus. So Taurus, your spread is all about you deciding when your life changes, okay? And because I kept hearing, you decide when. You decide when. So, let's talk about this because I think this is a really powerful message. Now, first of all, I just want to say that there is something called divine timing. So yes, sometimes things don't always work out when we want them to, and that happens for a reason. For the rest of the cases, you are the one who decides when things happen, okay? When things change. So if you are really unhappy with where you are, and you can be content with where you are, but you want to move on, you want things to change in your life, maybe there's certain goals that you have that you want to attain, you decide when that happens, okay? So, for example, for a long time, I felt like I was stuck in a cycle. I just felt like I didn't have a way out of where I was, and I didn't know, first of all, I didn't really know where I wanted to go. I had some idea in mind, but at the same time, you know, I just didn't know how to get there. I didn't know how to get from where I was to where I want to go, okay? And for the longest time, I waited and I waited for my life to change, and I thought, you know, maybe a stranger's gonna knock on the door kind of thing and offer me a job, and then things are gonna be different, or, you know, good karma's gonna come in and everything's gonna change, okay? And yes, there is something called karma, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about us deciding when to change, when things are going to change, right? Sometimes, with the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck, sometimes we have to be stuck in a situation for a while to realize, oh, I'm so sick of this, I deserve better, I want more, okay? So, with me waiting around, waiting for change to happen, I really gave my power away to God, my spiritual team, the universe, whatever you want to call it, okay? And thinking, I can't tell you how many times I got really angry and talked to my angels and guides. It's like, why? Why isn't this happening? Why is my life like this? I was so angry. I'm a good person, you know, I try to treat people with respect, and I'm not getting anywhere in my life. I was so angry. And like I said, like, yeah, she was angry. And they're saying rightfully so, but little did I know that I was giving my power away. And this is a lesson that I've been working on and learning, is taking my power back, reclaiming my power. It's still within me. It always has been. It always will be. Same for you, Taurus. So I would just wait around and be upset that my life hasn't changed. But what really happens, you know, change only really happens when we decide, okay? And yes, they're showing me the Tower, and yes, again, destined events, yep, change can happen there, absolutely, okay? But in this case, if you're like me and wondering, when's my life going to get better? Well, it gets better when you decide it's going to get better, okay? So, Taurus, what is it that you desire? What is it that you want? If you're not happy with where you are, or even if you are content with where you are, but there's somewhere else that you want to be, okay? What is that? Write it down. Decide what it is that you want to work towards. What would make you happy? What kind of life do you want to live? After that, the hummingbird, okay? The hummingbird, this is about being resourceful, okay? So what do you have right now available to you that you can use to help you get there? So if for some of you, if you want to be more fit, more healthy, do you have any workout equipment? Do you have dumbbells? Do you have shoes to go walking outside? Okay, use what you have right now If you want to start a YouTube channel, but you don't have a video camera, but you do have a smartphone, start with your smartphone. You don't need to have a ring light. To be honest, I spent a lot of money on one and I don't know if it's even working. I don't. I actually prefer natural lighting, and I'll say that as many times as I have to. Just start with what you have, okay? If you're not sure where to start, ask your angels and guides. And my guides always tell me, Jenna, what do you have, what resources do you have to help you work towards this goal? If you feel that you need something, ask us, okay? I definitely wanted to have a ring light, and I ended up being able to combine it with another goal. So I was working to be able to pay off my credit card, and I managed to have extra money to be able to buy my ring light. And it was actually, when I went to go finally buy it after weeks and weeks and weeks, it was $50 off. So it was attainable. So I was really happy with that. And that's what they're saying is, where do you want to go? Where do you want to be, Taurus? Let's not wait around any longer and wait for change to happen, because change happens when you decide it happens. Okay? Whew. Change happens when you decide, all right? So if you want to meet the love of your life, okay, well, what resources do you have right now? You can ask your angels and guides and say, angels and guides, I want to meet the love of my life partner. So what are the next steps to do that, right? Your angels and guides are resources too, right? They're not the ones calling the shots here. You are. So you can ask them, and maybe you feel guided to join a class or a certain app. Maybe you run into an old friend and they know someone who would be perfect for you, okay? So let's stop giving our power away and waiting for things to happen, and let's go out and make them happen, Taurus, okay? If you have difficulty manifesting anything, I did do a Gemini reading that was talking about that a little bit. I didn't go fully into detail, but my guides are wanting me to bring that up. But this is about us taking charge of our lives again. Often, with some of the manifestation books out there, I just kind of feel that a lot of us just thought things would just magically appear. I know I did. And for sometimes it does, but for bigger things especially, we have to work for them, right? So we decide when this happens, and it's up to us whether we take the action to move towards it. Okay, Taurus? So that's the message that I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed this message. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I see you in the next video.